Hey everybody, welcome to a close-up instead of Mailbag. It is May 16th, it's Saturday. It is just about 10 o'clock, a little after. And normally right now I'd be talking to you about the Mailbag. But we had to postpone it. And really the whole reason comes down to the fact that I had a lot scheduled for today, and it's taken a little more effort to get everything prepared for Beep and Clax to go home today than I expected. So I really need this time to finish getting everything ready. Plus, there's a ton of mail for mailbags, so we wouldn't have made it through all of it anyway. We definitely would have ended up pushing it back until tomorrow. Saving some for tomorrow. In this case, I just decided to save it all for tomorrow instead. So I really apologize. I know some people really look forward to the mailbag all week. And I know others of you would much prefer a close-up. So the close-up crowd are the winners today. We're going to just have a little close-up. I thought I would start up here with Beep and Clax and Foghorn, who are in the bedroom right now. You are in our bedroom. And I started here so that we could do their goodbye waves because right now the plans for Beep and Clax to get adopted this afternoon and Foghorn to get adopted tomorrow. Big change in their little tiny lives, but really exciting. If you hang on one second here, I didn't get a tripod, but I do have DJ here, and she's hanging out with Clax, and I'm not going to film her because I know DJ doesn't love to be filmed. Plus, she's laying down, but she's going to hold the camera while I do the goodbye waves from the kittens. So let me try to. I'm just going to. Here we go. Just point it over this direction, and I'll just hold them sideways here, and let's try this. Can you see them? Okay. Foghorn, say goodbye. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye. Okay, we're trying. We're trying, everybody.
Okay.
Okay, good job, Foggy. All right, beepers, beepers, say goodbye. Beepers, bye bye. Bye bye. Okay,
Silly beep.
that was pretty good, beepers. And Klaxon, come here, just say goodbye. Come on now. Clax was just settling in for a nap, just like the others were. Bye bye, everybody. Okay. All right, there we go. A little sleepy Clax. That's it. Thank you so much, DJ. So there we have it. Somebody's licking the pod. Why? Can we get some kitten food on there? Anyway, I know. I know it's hard to say goodbye to these three. It's really hard for me too. Yesterday, I went through and set up all their stuff for their endowments. They're all going home with a lot of really great stuff, thanks to all of you who sent stuff for Mailbag. And on that note, as I was trying to organize everything, I started laying out the endowments for the gifts already, and they've got quite a bit of stuff already. Um, and I organized all of the endowment stuff, and I realized we've got a big backlog of things that arrived just a little bit too late that I need to send out. I need to mail to former adopters. So that's going to be a project I want to get knocked out this week. That's going to be my sort of big project for the week is to get all that stuff mailed out to former adopters that need them. There's stuff for basically, I think there's stuff for almost every, well, certainly every class that has been here since we've been in Connecticut. And we get so far behind on getting that stuff mailed out, but we do it eventually. That's what I want you to know. It does get done eventually. Claxy, Claxy, look at the camera. Clax's like, no, I got some bathing to do. It's shower time. Shower time over there, shower time over here. All right. Well, let's go down and see the big kids. I mean, the little kids in the big room. That's what I mean. Peepers. DJ's going to stay here and hang out with these guys until the very last minute. I've got a couple things I want to try to carry down with me. So, did I already take the cookies? Oh, I did. You're right. Okay, all set then. Good. Okay. Good, good. So one of the other things that we're doing today, and I know I've mentioned this to everybody, is we're trying to get everything ready for DJ to go back to work. And she's going to go to her apartment. We're going to stop in and see Brooke, by the way. Interrupt myself. We're going to stop in. We're going to go to DJ's this evening and try to get her and Custard moved back into her apartment, which is near the hospital, with the plan for her to stay at the hospital for at least a couple weeks. And if it goes like it did last time, she may be out there for a whole month before she comes back, just her and Custard. But I know that's going to be a lot of fun for her. It's going to be a lot of fun for him. And it's going to be a lot of fun for Loganberry and the other cats. Custard, yesterday, I don't know if he knows what's going on or if it's just coincidence because the weather's so nice and kittens get riled up, in the nice weather. But yesterday, Custard was on the warpath. I mean, it wasn't just Logan. He was taking turns going after everybody and really chasing them down too, and being just a little bully. Um, I was joking with DJ about Custard. I was being like, "Wow, Custard really wants to make sure everybody remembers him while he's gone." And he's like, "Here's a little something to remember me by," and beating up the other cats. So he made sure that he left a lasting impression on everybody. But he's just going to be out there with her while she's out there, and then he'll be back, of course. I think it's going to be great for everybody, especially Custard. I think that, hi, Smuggy. Hello, Smuggies. I think that Custard is going to get way more attention there than he does here, even because, my attention is pretty divided, but DJ's attention is she's always loved Custard the most, and she's going to be, it's just going to be her and him there. So even though she's away at work for several hours a day, the hours that she's not, it's going to be all one-on-one. This is the Annex, by the way. I just thought I would show you real quick. The Annex has been in the process of getting cleaned up, and we cleaned the floor. I've got the rug rolled up so that the faculty doesn't try to get all over it. And I'm working on fixing the door, so that's going to be a couple days project. Hopefully I have enough time for that. That's another important thing. Wow, so much news today, but let's come in here for just 1 second before I get started on the rest of that story, the news. Let me say to you guys that are watching the close-up stream, and to those of you who are not watching the close-up stream, who are now hearing me on the regular Kitten Academy live stream, hello, Kitten Academy live stream viewers. I'm doing a second close-up stream right now that you might want to watch instead. And I'm explaining the fact that we don't have Mailbag today. And I'll just say one more time for anybody that came in late or for the people listening on the regular stream, the reason that we're not doing the Mailbag is I ran out of time and there's a ton of mail. So we were going to have to do the Mailbag in 2 parts at least. And I thought it would just be better for the amount of stuff I've got going on today if we just made the second part of Mailbag, the whole part of Mailbag, just did it all tomorrow. So right now, tomorrow is the plan, and I know people plan on Mailbag all week. I plan on Mailbag all week, so I'm so sorry for disrupting your plans at the last minute. I do apologize for that. But that's how we're going to do it. So it is what it is, and thank you guys for all being understanding. Now, back to what I was saying, which I've forgotten, and it seemed really important. Oh, Dawes, yes. Okay, so the transport, the mom cat. Okay, so I have talked to you a few times about the fact that the Danbury Animal Welfare Society that manages bringing us all of these wonderful cats and kittens had a new mom cat picked out for us to go into the Annex, and she was going to arrive on a transport today. The same transport that then was going to be empty and have beep and clacks on it. But they were going to keep the new mom cat at the Danbury Animal Welfare Society until Monday when they could give her an ultrasound and verify that she is pregnant. Well, here's what happened. She verified that she was pregnant by delivering her kittens yesterday at the shelter where she is, which I'm not even sure where it is. I assume it's Georgia somewhere, probably. I'm just guessing. So that means that she's not going to be eligible to be on the transport to come up because she delivered newborn kittens, and they don't want to transport those if they can avoid it. Plus, they found another foster down there that is willing to take her and her 2 kittens. So good news, we know for sure she was pregnant, and bad news, she's not coming to the academy. So it is what it is. But the further good news is that the Danbury Animal Welfare Society already had a second mom cat planned to be on the transport, and they were going to give one to us and one to another foster. And it just now we're going to get the other. So I think that's going to be the plan. So as far as it goes, really, because we didn't get into any details with everybody, everything is really fundamentally the same. It's just the cat that Danbury had planned for us is now switched to a different cat. That's it. You guys didn't know anything about her in the first place, and neither did I, honestly. I told you guys everything I knew. Although after I've heard the news yesterday, Danbury sent me some photos, and she really was a looker. She's a very pretty cat. So, um, what else can I tell you guys now that we've covered all the important stuff? I see, I see Banter over by the litter box trying to cover everything up. What are you yelling about now? She's over there just yelling now. Boop, what are you yelling about over there, little tiny thing? So, also, when I went through the endowments yesterday and got everything sorted out, I picked up a big old pocket full of toys for these kids because they didn't have enough in their room. So you probably noticed all day yesterday they were playing with a bunch of new toys and carrying these balls around and the new everything. They're really enjoying all the toys that everybody sent. What is it, Banter? I hear you with your funny little silent meow. You're backing away now. You were all snuggly yesterday. I don't know what she thinks she's looking for, but I swear when she acts like this, any other kitten would be like, I'm trying to find a place to use the bathroom. But I don't think that's what she's saying because I always put her in the litter box. She's like, no, that's not what I wanted. Why don't you listen to me? I do listen to you, little Banter. I do listen. I just don't hear. Oh, she did pee over here. Somebody did. Outside of the litter box again. I got to put down a second litter box in front of the one we've got because they keep peeing out right in front of it. So close. On the cardboard and everything. Just inches from the proper spot. I think if I just put one more box in there again, that we'll have everything we need to make that work. So, what else do I really need to tell you guys about today? I see Sadberry at the door. Hi, Sadberry. Okay. I think you guys know all the important news. We did our goodbyes. Clacks and Beep today. Foggy tomorrow. These guys get to have their first mailbag tomorrow with everybody, which will be a lot of fun. And Brooke's doing great. She's on her usual schedule. And I think I mentioned yesterday that Brooke, right now, we've got her adopter aiming to come pick her up on the 29th, which is great. I think that's good timing. Boy, and oh my gosh, has Brooke got a lot of stuff in her endowments. Oh, it is a lot of stuff to take home, especially because we don't normally include a litter box, but because Brooke has a litter box style that she really likes, that's the big top entry litter box from Iris brand that we really like too. In fact, I put one in my office for all the cats to use. So because she has that preference though, I've included one of those for her adopters. So I think that's cool, and it adds a lot of space to the delivery. I'm trying to throw a little litter on this wet spot while I'm filming. I know this is crazy the way I do this stream for you guys. I'm so distracted, and the camera goes everywhere, and I'm talking about random stuff, and I'm trying to film a kitten, and I'm trying to scoop litter onto the floor all at the same time. That's a lot to ask, you guys. I probably, like, if I were born in a different era, I would have been one of those one-man bands that's got like the cymbals attached to his arm and the big drum on his back and the harmonica and the guitar and the whole thing, and he's trying to walk around and play a song at the same time. And I would have done just as poorly at that, believe me. So anyway, I'm trying. I'm making the effort. Oh boy, speaking of trying and making the effort, our sweet little mom cat who's probably in heat here. Yes, Bert from Mary Poppins. That's exactly what I'm picturing in my head. Our sweet little mom cat, Gabby, here is been so playful with her kids. There have been some wonderful little moments and gifts that people have caught on the Discord, and that also some of them have made them all the way to our Twitter feed. They are a lot of fun. She is a crazy, playful mom cat. And it's no wonder that she got adopted before her kittens were even born, which I do think might be a record for our mom cats, possibly. I could be wrong. Maybe Tempest and Teacup were adopted before they had the kittens. I don't remember, but it's certainly rare. Oh, they're over there. They're all playing in the mess I made by the litter box. Set banter, but the other two are over there. They're trying to clean it up for me. Let's just see. Look, see, they're trying to pick up all the litter I just splashed on the floor. Thanks, guys. You little girls. I know you're like, Mr. A. Don't you know how litter works? It goes in the litter box, not on the floor. Well, you talk to your sister Banter. She's the one that started it by putting all of her pee on the floor. Oh, and now she's gonna get sick because she ate a whole bunch of litter. Good job, Banter. Oh, man, a lot for me to try to keep up with. Well, I apologize. I probably should get moving too. And now I got to clean up where Banter just threw up the litter that she just ate because that's what a kitten does. Oh, she's got a second load coming too. Oh boy. So this is a cat foster's life right here. Cleaning up messes. I've said it before. The vast majority of cat fostering is cleaning, and then there's a tiny bit of health care and a whole lot of snuggling. I think that's how I would describe fostering to somebody who's never done it. Cleaning, healthcare, snuggling. Yeah. Anyway, so let's wrap it up. Thanks for joining me on the unexpected surprise close-up that replaced our mailbag this morning. Again, I sincerely apologize for having to postpone the mailbag at the last minute. That's what really makes me feel bad. At least I could have told you guys. If I could have predicted ahead of time, then everybody would have been able to plan for it. It would have gone a little bit easier on folks. I think I'm so sorry that I didn't know in advance that I was going to do it this way. But thank you so much for bearing with me and for being understanding. I really appreciate it. Thanks for saying howdy on the chat this morning. I like that. Thanks to the mods for modding, of course. And most of all, thanks to the kittens for being adorable. Yep. I guess we're paying you guys a good salary, little kittens, because you're sure doing your jobs. This is Scuttlebutt, by the way. Scuttlebutt looks very surprised by her current situation that she just put herself into. Yeah, you guys are too cute. Well, if you want to keep watching the kittens, just tune into the Kitten Academy live stream, where there is currently not a mailbag, but there are plenty of cameras in this room watching these kittens, so you can continue to do that. And I see what she threw up was a bunch of cheese along with a certain amount of litter that she ate. So maybe the litter that kicked it off, but you need to focus on being weaned and not eating so much of mom's milk and eating more food. Did you ever think of that, young lady? Did you? You're 6 weeks old. 6 weeks old today. Oh my gosh, 6 weeks old today. Now that I say it, I realize that's true. You should be eating more food and less milk. What you threw up was a giant hunk of cheese. That means you're drinking too much milk and not enough food. That's what that means. Okay. All right, everybody. Scuttlebutt, say goodbye to everybody. Okay. We'll catch you guys later.